I don't wanna die. Sold my soul to the devil for design. I just wanna see you dance slow motion. We can take our time, baby, and slow.
Think you know what I need to get by.
Something for your mind. Something for your mind. Something for your mind.
정신을 집어넣으세요. 어떤 것이 필요합니까?
Something for your
정신을 집어넣으세요.
mind.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
Nice. So that's, what is that called? Oh, nice. Oh my. Ooh, nice. Man. Is that harder to do that on your hand on the bar?
It's a false grip,
Okay.
and I'm doing it like the false grip. Technically, you're supposed to be grabbing the bar, but there's another false grip. It's easier for people
Uh-huh.
where you don't even have to grab the bar. You just put your hand right here.
Uh-huh.
False grip is basically so you don't have to. If you're doing a pull up, trying to do a muscle up like this,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be hard to go from there to there slowly. So you can do false grip. So your hands like this, so you can just do that, and your arms are right there, so you can just push up.
Okay. So
Yeah.
did you learn the muscle ups first with the regular grip and then you switch to this?
Yeah, I
method?
did it normal grip, but normal grip obviously you have to use some momentum
Okay. Yeah, you're
until
right.
you get stronger. Then you can build your way up, go slower.
So how long did it take you to get to do a muscle up?
A couple of years. I first tried it out. I was actually at I was at Hooter, my school, my old school. Its gym had a weight bar that was like on top of something, so it kind of rolled. So I wasn't having to worry about my hands getting stuck one spot. It rolled with me.
Oh.
So it helped me get up. And at that time, I could do maybe 10 to 15 pull-ups. So I'd say that's probably where you want to start with doing muscle-ups. And when you start doing your muscle-ups, you want to use a lot of momentum for beginning. As you get better, less momentum. And when you start, you want to start away from the bar, like this. Away from the bar, jump to it, and you kind of pull out, like you go like
Wow.
back.
Uh-huh.
So you want to pull like with your lats instead of just straight up, like back almost.
Uh-huh.
And that'll help you. So you pull up and get your chest like that. So it's gonna be like a circle motion. It should be like that.
So when you started, how old were you? When you started to do pull-ups and wanting to be able to work yourself up to a muscle up?
Probably high school around, because in high school I was doing football, but we were doing weights and stuff like that. I started doing calisthenics, bodyweight training, sophomore, junior year, so maybe around 15, 16.
Okay. So when you started the pull-ups, you could only do 10 pull-ups?
15.
15.
I could do like 20, but the problem with that is I wouldn't lock out all the way. I'd go like pull up like this, and then I'd go down to like there, do it again. And one of my coaches pointed out to me one day, and I realized I couldn't get as much as I thought I could. So I had to work around that and start doing them right. And ever since then, I've gotten better. I've gotten back to where I could have done them if I didn't do them properly.
So how many pull-ups can you do now?
My best is 22 in a row all the way down, strict pull-ups.
Strict pull-ups, exactly. Do you do chin-ups too?
Every once in a while. Personally, I like pull-ups better. They seem to be harder. I can do Probably, honestly, I probably do less chin-ups now just because I don't train them as much. But
Okay,
probably still around 18, 20.
18, 20. Now, do you strictly work out at home?
Yes, I only work out at home.
How often do you work out at home?
I try to work out every day. Different muscle groups every day. I usually do like push training, including like handstands, push-ups, whatever that kind of thing is. I do that 2 to 3 times a week. And then pull day would be pull-ups, muscle-ups, anything that activates pulling. You can do Australian pull-ups. Like sometimes I'll use the trampoline for that, like that. But yeah, anything like that. Usually I'll kind of transfer between days. I'll go like push and pull day, push day one day, pull day the next. As far as legs go, I try to actually do that with my girlfriend, so I usually do it every Saturday. I've been slacking, especially since I haven't seen her recently, but that's usually what I do.
Okay, so you alternate between pull days, push days, and legs, and then you keep going in the rotation. So you have a pull, push, legs, pull, push, legs. Is that what you do?
Yep.
So do you ever use weights?
Occasionally I do, just because I have them available. It's nice to, I'm working on my one-arm pull-up right now, so it's nice. I have a system, I have a pulley system, so I can put a bunch of weight on it and like practice one-arm pull-up just for that. Every once in a while I'll do like some like bicep curls, bench every once in a while, but not for a long time.
Okay, so mostly body weight calisthenics, or how you call it, right?
Mostly.
So how many years have you been working out for like that?
Like that, yeah, like I said, 15 to 16, not years, but that's how old I was. Now I'm like 21, so 4 or 5 years.
Okay, 4 or 5 years. So do you think a person of your age, or any age, but since you have experience with yourself who's 21, do you think a person can get in shape? And let me see your six packs. Do you have a six pack?
Kinda sometimes.
How you do?
Yeah.
You clearly do. So do you think that just from body weight exercises a person can get ripped and be in perfect shape?
Yeah, I believe everyone's got to start somewhere. Obviously, for push-ups and stuff, not everyone can do even one single push-up, like just a normal good all the way down, all the way up push-up. So, you know, everyone's got to start somewhere and start with regular push-ups. But yeah, I believe anyone can get strong with just body weight exercises.
Okay, I think that's very inspirational, especially right now, and because people don't have equipment. Now, other than you have access to weights because your parents have a bunch of weights, I know that. But other than that, and then this one, did you guys build this?
Yeah, actually, me and my dad built this.
Uh-huh.
I want a pull apart. I didn't expect him to build 3. But this is nice. I like to be able to hop from one to the other and be able to do a whole bunch of other stuff on there that I wouldn't be able to do with just one normal bar. As far as one normal bar would be, though, I would kind of like the idea of having a singular bar, though, because I would like to be able to try and like do like giants around it.
Yes.
That's where you like swing all the way around it. It'd be kind of cool to learn that, but I don't know. This is good. Definitely, I like to hop from one to the other sometimes.
I hear you. So one day maybe you want to have a single one built next to this one.
Yep.
Now, other than this set and occasionally the weights, is there any other equipment you use?
A lot of my like, what's it called? Like, not running anymore, but like cardio
exercise?
kind of stuff like that. I usually jump on the trampoline quite a bit with, especially since quarantine. I'm always here now.
Really?
Usually, yeah.
So that's what you do for your cardio?
For the most part, yeah. I used to run a lot, but I don't so much anymore.
So how much time do you spend jumping on the trampoline?
It can depend. It used to be a lot more. Usually on the weekends, before I met my girlfriend, I'd be at a flat high trampoline park for 9 hours a week, almost 6 to 9 hours, depending upon if I went twice or 3 times a day. Twice or 3 times a week. Now, usually I've been going on Fridays, not so much anymore because of the quarantine, so I've been doing it a little bit on here but I'm limited to what I can do on the trampoline.
That's nice. So the trampoline park, or you have a trampoline at home.
Yeah.
So one of those. So daily, like let's say on your trampoline at home, do you just go and jump for 20 minutes or 10 or an hour?
I don't like time it. I just kind of at home. I just kind of jump. But when I'm at Fly High, the trampoline park, I do 3 hours usually.
Wow. Do you miss it that it's not open?
Yeah, all the time. It's like I can't do what I want to do exactly. I want to be able to do double flips, and I probably could on this trampoline. It's not as bouncy, but my problem with that is I don't want to fly off the edges. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why are you working out like this, and why are you working out at all? Do you just want to be in shape, or do you have a further long distance goal?
Well, for me, I thought as working out, I got bored because I was in football. They did a bunch of weights and stuff, and I just got bored of lifting weights to lift weights to get bigger. Like, that's not my goal. My goal is to have something cool I can do, like handstands, muscle ups, cool things, and be in shape. I like being in shape, but like it just gets boring going to the gym all the time. So I think it's cool to be able to do like handstands, muscle up, straddle planche. I want to get the full planche soon, but I'm working on that.
Nice.
But stuff like that I think is a lot cooler than just doing normal weightlifting like everyone else does. I think it's kind of unique in a way.
Okay, I can see how much it's fun to do that and challenge yourself, and once you learn something, it's really a good accomplishment for you. Now, when you stop doing weights and switch to this kind of workout, like basically body weight exercising, body weight strength building, or what is it a name for it really?
Calisthenics.
Calisthenics. Okay, let's say with that. So once you started calisthenics, did you just start to do push-ups and pull-ups, or did you watch videos? Or is there a book about it, or what did you do?
Well, there's all kinds of stuff on the internet. Something that really inspired me was like, it's called street workout. It's like calisthenics, it's like a calisthenics sport basically, where people compete in competitions with crazy stuff they can do on the bar, on the ground, wherever they can do them. They have like calisthenic bar setups and stuff. Nothing but body weight really for the most part. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I just like that I could do it anywhere. I don't know.
So YouTube videos then, it sounds
Yeah,
like.
YouTube videos too. I mean, like when I started, obviously there's push-ups and stuff. Like you can just go anywhere with it. You can go from push-ups to diamond push-ups. You can do military push-ups, wide push-ups. You can do archer push-ups, typewriter push-ups, which are like archer push-ups. And from there, like you can go one-arm push-ups, decline one-arm push-ups. I mean, there's so many things you can do to build strength. It's hard. A lot of people don't understand that. They like just see one type of thing. Like if they think of push-ups, they're like, nah, I'm not gonna build strength push-ups because I can do push-ups easily. And I'm like, well, can you do a bunch of one-arm push-ups easily? Maybe try that or something like that. Like everyone thinks it's just push-ups. And stuff. It's really a lot more than just
They think
that.
it's limited to like certain part of the body, and you won't have a whole body workout. But obviously your body is really much in shape everywhere.
I don't really directly all the time. I don't work my core out like directly a lot. Sometimes I do, but
You don't do a lot of
it kind
abs?
of works. Like when you're doing a push-up, you're kind of like doing planks
Yeah.
and stuff. And I do this yearly challenge. It's the 2000, whatever the year is. So 2020 was this last one I did, where I do 2020 push-ups in one day.
Whoa.
And I mean, you're doing that many push-ups. You have to hold yourself in that position doing push-ups the whole time. It's gonna be some core strength. And like when you do pull-ups or anything to keep yourself from swinging, so that you're not using all that stuff, you kind of have to stabilize with your core. So your core is kind of activated in everything, pretty much body weight.
So do you not do any abs?
I do every once in a while, and when I do, I like to use the bar for it. I like to do, what are they called? I don't know what they're called, but I call them toe touches. I guess that's what they'd be called. Where like you just stand, and you just stop swinging, and you just bring your legs up all the way to the bar. Or when I get tired of that, you can just do this, or you can go like that.
Nice.
You can do all kinds of things with it.
So you just do it once in a while, means once a week, twice a week, once a month? How often?
Honestly, just whenever I feel like it.
Whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, if I feel like my abs need an extra boost, I'll just give it a shot. But
Okay.
I don't particularly just train abs all the time.
Now you mentioned that you did 2020 push-ups. Was that New Year's Day, New Year's Eve?
Usually I try and do it New Year's Day. I think this last year I had to push it off a little bit just because I was sick at that time. And most years I've been trying to do it New Year's Day. It is kind of hard. Sometimes I think I missed it by like 14 days because I was just pushing it off for so long. It's like 2 to 3 hours of push-ups. So I mean, you just gotta commit to just being down there until you're done.
So how long did it take you to do 2020 push-ups this year?
This year, if I'm remembering correctly, it was 2.5 hours. I think my best was 2 years ago when I did it in 2 hours. I believe was my fastest so far. My slowest was the first year, which was like 3 to 3.5 hours. I don't remember
Okay.
exactly.
When you do that challenge, the New Year's push-up challenge, do you prepare for that, or you can just do 2,000 push-ups in the 2.5 hours without
I
preparation?
definitely prepare for it. Usually what I'll start doing is by November, I'll do 300 push-ups a day, and then December hits and I start doing 500 a day. And as long as I don't get sick, I'm usually okay. This last year, technically this year's push-up challenge, before when I was preparing for it, I got really sick and it was hard for me to do it. So I kind of like, after I got unsick, I just kind of went for it. But
Okay.
yeah.
Now, when you do that, when you prepare for the New Year's push-up challenge, do you see a change in your body composition?
Oh yeah, I feel a lot more healthy. Definitely sweat a lot. I feel like I burn a bunch of calories, probably more than most of my workouts do in general, just because I mean I'm down there for that long, and like I'm pushing myself to get this done as fast as I can, so I can just say I got done in this amount of time. And I always keep like my best form. Obviously, after doing a lot of push-ups, I'm gonna start to sag a little bit, so it's not gonna look perfect. But for the most part, I try and keep it looking as good as possible.
Okay. Now, when you work out during the week, do you take breaks between sets, or do you think that your whole workout becomes like cardio and strength training at the same time?
It all depends. Sometimes I go for like time so I can get it like done fast and try and get that cardio in. But for the most part, I'm trying to like build just strength and being able to do it. So I'll usually do like sets of muscle ups or whatever, and I'll take like a minute to 2 minute break in between or whatever.
So how long is your workout?
It all depends. I mean, I don't believe that you have to have a long workout to get results. Some of my workouts I do are around 10 minutes. Some of them can be around an hour. It all just depends.
It depends what you feel like doing that day.
Usually nothing more than an hour. And this is just like, I'm not like trying to like be the best. I'm just trying to like be healthy, be happy.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then learn some tricks. It sounds like as much as you want to be in shape, you also you are teaching yourself.
Honestly, teaching myself these tricks is what mainly keeps me going. I want to be able to do this stuff. It's like not just about being fit for me.
Exactly.
So
It's about performance
a
and
lot of people
being an
are like,
athlete.
I want to be fit for a while, and then they like maybe I don't really care about being fit, you know. So like they stop or whatever. Is where I have like this goal to be able to do something. I'm like, I want to do that.
Exactly.
And it kind of keeps me going, I guess.
Exactly. So when you work out, when you have a pull day and a push day and a leg day, do you do the same workouts or you mix it up?
I try to mix it up. You know, sometimes I get stuck in the mindset. For me, it's a little hard just to like think of different exercises to do sometimes. But like, there's so many. So like, if I get in a mindset where I'm like doing it like a few days in a row, I'm like, this is the same workout or whatever. I'll go onto YouTube and I'll be like, all right, I'll search up a little things, implement some of the stuff. I usually take like 2 to 3 videos and kind of like look at what they do. I'm like, these would be good workouts to combine together to make like my own style workout.
Oh, nice. And then do you record ever yourself? Do you?
Not usually my workouts, but I'll do like I'll do a little bit of stuff on like TikTok and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. That sounds good. Now, that sounds so good to me. Now, I know that you already worked out today, but I hope one day, the next couple of days, you can show me a workout. Like that do not go through a whole hour, but would you please show us like a pull day, a push day, and a leg day so people can really see what you do? Because I think that's the next question. People are like, okay, then show us your exercises. Do you think you can do that?
Possibly, yeah.
If you're not overworked out, huh?
Yeah.
Now, my last question, Isaiah. And this is Isaiah Rodriguez, if I didn't introduce him. And he's in great shape, and he's a happy young guy. And I think that a lot of people, high schoolers and college kids and young people, are sitting at home and they don't know what to do without a gym or equipment. And he's the living example that you can do anything without equipment, because he's in perfect shape and he's having fun doing what he's doing. What is your advice for high schoolers, for college kids, for people in their 20s with this body weight exercise, with the calisthenics? What do you recommend them? Where to start it or not? Is this the right thing to do or not? What is your advice?
For me, I like it. It's not for everyone. There's definitely a lot of people that prefer weightlifting. As far as anything goes, working out in general, just have a goal, have something you want to be able to do. If it's like doing a certain amount of weight on bench or something like that, or squat a certain amount, just have a goal. That's all that really needs to keep you going, as long as you got goals. Like my goal is to do a front lever. If you don't know what that is, it's where I hold myself off the bar horizontally. I can't quite get it. I can get one leg and that's about it. But like, just have goals, make it fun. Don't do the same thing all the time, otherwise it gets a little boring. But front lever would be like this, with both my legs out. Just like that. Hold it like that.
So have a goal, what you wanna accomplish, watch some YouTube videos, and then go after it and practice every day.
Yeah, and go. Do the stuff that's not too hard, but like not too easy. So if you can do like a bunch of push-ups. I mean, obviously, when I was doing the 2020 push-up challenge, like that's a lot of push-ups. That's like a lot of cardio work, kinda, instead of building strength for me. But if you want to go for strength and try and get like more power for certain skills and stuff, you definitely wanna go for like harder skills. Not something where you can do like 1 rep, but I'd say around 5 to 8 reps, and then like rest in between. Good 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes.
I like that philosophy. As you said, mix it up so it doesn't get too boring.
Yes.
And just push yourself enough to challenge yourself enough to see the gains, see your skills getting better, and then go from there every day.
Yeah, and a lot of these things are really hard to do, like that front lever in the planche I was doing earlier. You just gotta remember that it's just like weightlifting. You're not gonna progress super fast. Just the more commitment you have into it, the better off you'll be and the faster you'll progress. And the more you train these things, the better you'll be. Just listen to your body as well. You gotta know, like, if you're doing too much, if your joints start hurting, maybe you should take a little bit off, do something else, find alternatives, or some people have like knee braces, elbow braces, stuff like that. Just be careful with your body and stuff. Just remember what you can physically take on, like your joints, and what you can't.
Exactly. So it seems like you're pretty satisfied with your workout routine. Now, how about nutrition? Do you have to watch what you eat? Do you have do you count calories? What do you do?
I don't count calories, just because for me it's hard to gain weight anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But I do try to stay away from sugar, because I definitely feel a lot less energized not being able to do as much the more sugar or junk food I have in my body. So definitely try to stay away from soda and stuff like that, but even for me that's hard.
Yeah, I can see that. So you are not worrying about like gaining weight or being fat. More, what you say, it helps your performance if you actually eat healthy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously for some people maybe you should watch what you eat, but this is just for me. In general, for me, I can't gain weight, so I mean, not fast anyway yet. I mean, I suppose in the future maybe I'll have to worry about that, but for now I don't, so
exactly.
I just kind of do my thing.
Are you missing anything from calisthenics? You do a little cardio, you go to the trampoline park when it's open, you jump on your own trampoline, you do the body weight, strengthening exercises, calisthenics. Is there anything that you miss from this routine and this lifestyle?
As far as don't have anymore, not really, other than I stopped running as much as I used to, but I could easily get back into that. But no, I feel like this is, for me, it's better.
You think you're gonna do this for the rest of your life?
Probably, yeah, unless I get absolutely bored of it. But I mean, it's been 4 or 5 years, so
4 or 5 years, and keep going, and you keep challenging yourself and finding new goals and new exercises.
Obviously, every once in a while I do add weights to my workout, but I don't do that a lot, so.
Okay, but thank you so much. I hope you will show us your routine one day, because that's the only thing I'm missing now. I feel like I want to see it. I want to see your six packs too. So we hopefully will continue this. But I really enjoy what you said. I think you are you're an inspiration, and I think a lot of young people and people in their 20s and people at home without equipment can learn a lot from this interview. And thank you so much for willing to do that.
Yep, of course.
I count down in 3, 2, 1.
Yo, before we get started, I want to know one thing.
So fine, but her breath is like. She say she wanna dance, but she don't know how to. I'm iced out, ooh, looking like a star. Her name is Jenny, ooh, bitch don't have no
Hi
panties.
guys, we're back with Isaiah Rodriguez, and we are gonna show the exercises. So I interviewed him. Hi Isaiah, how are you doing?
Pretty good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you so much, Isaiah, for taking your time. Because what I told Isaiah, I want to see these exercises. So Isaiah is gonna walk us through of what he really does. So Isaiah, tell us what you are doing right now.
So basically I just have 2 parallel bars here. Basically this is working my push movements by using an L-sit, where I'm always constantly pushing down into a planche where I'm pushing down too. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go from L-sit to planche as controlled as possible, and this can either be done easier or harder by as if your L-sit is tucked and if your planche is tucked as well. It can be easier that way, or if you want to make it harder for yourself, go full L-sit to full planche and swing. But when doing this, you want to try and swing as little as possible. It's really hard, as you can see, but it definitely hits your shoulder muscles really good. It's a really good way to just work that push, because you're constantly pushing down. Yeah.
Now, Isaiah, what is this called? What is this equipment here?
I don't know the exact name for them, but they're pretty much dip bars.
Dip bars, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Where did you order them? Did you order them online?
Yeah, I actually got them for Christmas, so I'm not sure exactly.
How much are they?
They were.
How much were they? Do you remember?
I've seen some people get them in the 40s. It all depends upon how much you want for quality. Quantity can range pretty much. Yeah.
I'm tempted to buy those. So this is one of the exercises you do on a push day, right?
Yes.
So show me more exercises for push days.
Well, obviously for push days, my main 3, we have those swings, or you can do pumps as well instead of swings, like that. So you go that, and you can do that harder or easier depending upon what you can do. If you can do straddle planche, you can pump up. If you can't do even that at all, you can just kind of push down. You always want to push down with your shoulders and kind of just try and lift your body.
Exactly.
So I mean, you can make it easier or harder, whatever you need to do. Another workout we can always do are dips. Simple dips like that. There's not a whole lot of variation for dips though. So when I do dips, if I want to go harder, I'll usually fill up a backpack or something. Or luckily for me, I have access to weights, but not everyone has that backpack. You just fill up anything with it. Textbooks, if you're a college student, high school student, anything really.
Do you have a waist vest?
We do, yeah, but you don't need that.
Do you use a backpack even though you have a waist vest?
Yeah, because the weight vests we have aren't super heavy, so I'd rather have a backpack anyway.
Okay.
And as far as backpacks go, you can literally fill them up with anything. You could, even if you want to, rocks. You could put rocks in your backpack if it's gonna make it better for you. Obviously, if you have access to weights, that's the best because you can tell what you're putting on yourself.
Exactly.
Another workout I do is usually just a simple push-up, but that can be done, obviously. Push-ups can be done harder and harder variations. So if you got that push-up, obviously normal push-up, you can go on to any kind of push-up. One arm push-ups.
Nice.
If you're good enough and yeah, just I mean more into bodyweight training already, and you're pretty expert, even maybe some handstand push-ups if I don't hit the ceiling here.
Nice. Those
But
are
yeah.
hard. Those are so hard, especially without the wall.
Yeah, those are pretty hard.
Yeah.
You can also try them up against the wall if you need to. Just yeah, so push-ups, dips, those pulses or whatever they're called.
Show me, before you go anywhere else with the push-up day, show me a few variations of push-ups that you do regularly.
All right, yeah, regularly I usually do. I love standard push-ups. Obviously, if you watched the last video, or I'm not sure if it's gonna be this video or not, but just like I love to do a bunch of push-ups. So I train push-ups all the time. That's just a standard push-up. We have diamond push-ups. I don't like these too much. I feel like they flare out my elbows a lot. So instead of diamonds, I usually do W's.
W's.
Because it keeps my elbows in.
Just keep the elbows in.
Yeah, I like that a lot more. I mean,
Exactly.
it's kind of preference. If you don't mind the flaring elbows, it's not a big deal. Also, we have archer and typewriter push-ups. Here is archer and typewriter push-ups. We also have these variations of push-ups. Archer, you keep one arm straight at all times. So archer would be like this, go up.
Oh, nice.
That, go up. Or we have typewriter. I prefer archer just because I feel like it's more close to like practicing for one arm push-up. But I like typewriter too. Typewriter, you don't go up, you go like this, over like that.
Nice.
So
Wow.
typewriter and archer.
Wow. So these are the main push-ups that you do.
Yeah, those are the main ones, obviously. Like I showed earlier, handstand push-ups, archer push-ups. I love W push-ups. I'll sometimes do incline push-ups. I also like to train explosive push-ups.
Oh, how are those?
And so, explosive can be anything. It can be just from a simple clap to a clap behind the back and in front of me. Or we can even do, there's a lot of people that do crazy things where like they have their feet and their hands up. I unfortunately can't do that yet. I'm on my way there though. So also, let me see if I can do this one. It's a 360 push-up.
Oh, nice! That was awesome!
Yeah, I want to do that. A lot of people can do it more clean than I can. I do the cheating variation. It's still hard. It's not easy, but it's a little easier with this cheat I'm about to show you. I love this one because it's just fun to do. It's a cool little trick to show off. All I do is you do push-up when you're coming up really fast as you can, explode. Get one leg here, and you're gonna be like this. You just quickly do that. But obviously, if I'm not doing my push-up with it, it's kind of hard to do anyway.
Yeah. So, okay, so it seems like, I want to see what else you do in a push-up day, but it seems like you do isometric, so holding exercises. You do regular hold, like not too long, not too short, and then you do explosive. Is that right?
Yes, for sure.
So you kind of alternate between those three?
It all just depends upon the day, what I want to do. Really just have fun with it, make it your own.
And what is your percentage? Like, do you do 30% of all those three, or one of them more than the other? Like the isometric more than the explosive, or?
Well, right now, I guess I would say I'm kind of more into hold training right now. Not trying to do a whole bunch of movement because I'm trying to get that planche where I'm like holding my body out straight or whatever. But yeah, so I'd say right now I'm more for holds, like the planche, if I can even
Nice.
like that. But
So that, let's see, this is a push day. So that was this is the last exercise and on a push day, right? A hold, a plank.
yeah, usually I do.
So you showed the dips, then you showed the push-ups, and then show us some plank ideas.
Some plank ideas.
Well, for push day planks, because
Oh, like the planks, yeah.
yeah.
Got you. Okay, so like I was doing on the bars, that's kind of my training for, or I'll just hold it for a certain amount of time. I mean, obviously you can do it on the bars, you can do it on the ground. So we're going with pulses. Basically just holding myself there and going up and down like that. Not really a way to make that easier unless you're on the bar where you can have your legs below you, so you're not having to use as much core strength or.
Okay, so for holding exercises, you mostly use those things behind you.
Not exactly. I like to do this on the ground for me. I don't really like to do on there. I feel like on there is mainly if I'm doing like the ones from the L-sit to that. I like to do mainly just focusing this on the ground.
Okay. Do you do any other hold styles?
Oh, sometimes there's a different thing I do every once in a while. Not a lot anymore. But if you have a resistance band, so basically, I choose the level of how much I want to be helped out here, and I would just, this could be anywhere, like this could be around a tree. It could really be anything pretty much. Just gotta have something that will help you with your legs. If you have a different kind of band or whatever. I used to mark, just like put a mark here, know where I put my hands, so I can have it kind of like like the same every time, so I'm not just like doing different levels with different hand placements and stuff, which is kind of hard to tell if you're actually getting better or worse if you have your hands in different spots every time. I haven't done this one for a while just because I don't know, I just kind of stopped. I wish I had if I had a normal band or a different kind of band, I think this would be easier. But basically, I just try and hold a full planche as long as I can with the help of this resistance band.
So a little support for training your muscles to be able to hold your legs out.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other plank you do?
Not that I can think of. I think that's about all I do for that.
Okay, so push day is push-ups, dips, and planky things.
Yeah, planches
Okay.
and stuff.
Show us a pull day.
A pull day, I can't do too much in here, but I can do a few things. For pull day, we have different kinds of pull movements. Obviously, this is going to be one of the easier ones. Instead of doing a pull-up, you have Australian pull-ups, where you grab the bar like this and go up and down. Up and down. This one is a little low for me, obviously, when I'm full extended and I'm already on the ground. So you want to find something a little higher than that so you can still be off the ground when fully extended.
Oh, okay, I see you.
But, I mean, it works for
it does. So that's the pull-up. So the pull-up day, it sounds like you do it outside mostly.
Yeah, mostly outside. It's a lot easier because I can do like muscle-ups.
Pull-ups, like muscle-ups. So I know that there's out there's not too much room, but do you want to show a couple different kinds of?
Yeah. Most common, we have the standard chin-up. I always make sure on every single rep that I do, I go all the way down to lockout, chin over the bar every time. That's 1 rep, 2 rep. And then obviously we have pull-ups, which is grip like that.
Guys,
it activates your forearms better, and you're gonna be able to get more pull-ups if you keep your thumb in front of your hand.
Thumb front of the hand.
When you're doing muscle-ups though, you want to have it like this because it's hard to get your hand around. It's easier if you just have it like that.
With the muscle-ups, exactly.
But for pull-ups, I always have my hands like this. Activate my forearms, everything I have, all my muscles in my arms to get a pull-up.
Now, do you ever do wide or narrow pull-ups?
I don't like narrow too much. I love wide. I usually do wide. But
those are great.
Yeah.
And then I've seen you before do when you go from one arm to the other.
Yeah, so those are, that would be There's just like typewriter and archer push-ups, there's also typewriter and archer pull-ups. So same thing as the typewriter pull-up, push-up, we can go typewriter pull-up is like that. Where archer pull-up, straight arm.
Ooh, those look hard.
Those ones are a little more extreme. Really good for working out though. Crazy. Yeah, or you can do some. I see some dude on the internet do a archer muscle up. So it's pretty crazy.
So they start on one side and then they go up.
Yeah. So they did this and like somehow they got up above the bar and then he went like that.
Whoa.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the other day when I interviewed you, I forgot to put it on the video, but I asked you after the video and I said, so what did you do today? And you were like, oh, I did 40 muscle ups. And I was like, what? So how many pull-ups do you do on a pull-up day?
On a pull-up day, I usually don't do typical, just normal standard pull-ups. Sometimes I'll do, there's another one I like to do behind the head, like that.
Oh, nice.
They're a lot harder, but my favorite one is archer pull-ups because I'm working on that. I'm working on the one arm pull-up.
Yeah.
And it kind of focuses. If you can't use
Exactly.
that arm, it like focuses all one power onto one side. Kind of helps you get the feel for one arm pull-up.
So how many pull-ups do you do all together on a pull-up day?
Or I
pull
don't
day?
usually go for a certain amount. When I do, I try to get 100, but that's just like when I'm actually trying to do that amount. But usually on a normal day, I do like 5 sets of max, and I usually wait like a song or whatever in between each one.
Okay, so pull days are a little shorter, it sounds like. Or do you do any other exercise on a pull day?
I do, yeah, a few other exercises.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of hard to show on this, but I can do my best. Basically, what we have is front lever raises, and I'd be extended all the way, and I would just try and bring my body up to this position on the bar, and like it's kind of pulling. You're pulling with your lats and not like bending your arms to pull. You're pulling from there, or you can do these. You're pulling up like that. I wish I could show you the other way. If you just grab here, I'm probably gonna hit my head on this thing back here, but you just kind of have your feet, you're supposed to have them in front of you. Pull with your lats. Not your arms.
Oh, that looks like a hard one too.
Yeah, and you can make it easier, obviously, with tuck knees or whatever. Up. Or you can start from the middle, going up to the top.
Exactly.
However you want to do it, basically.
So do you think you have enough break between a pull and a push day?
Yeah, I think so.
You recover pretty good?
Yeah.
So show us the leg day then.
Okay, so for leg day, my main exercises, right now, I'm working on explosive movements. So I can do like better back flips, cooler stuff. So a lot of things I do are mainly just explosive squats.
Gonna do more back to get your whole body.
Usually outside or in my
Outside, yeah.
girlfriend's house. I don't hit the ceiling because I'm kind of afraid.
Yeah, that you made
But,
the ceiling.
yeah, that's mainly explosive stuff. Also, we have they're like one-legged bodyweight squats. They're pistol squats. Takes a little bit of balance. That's the main hard thing about them. But you just go down.
All the way. Goodness gracious, is that okay with your knee?
Yeah.
How
The
many?
hardest part's the balance part, but
The balance. How many of those do you usually do?
well, it all depends after. Usually I try and superset it, so after I'm done with like the squats or lunges or whatever I'm doing, I just go straight into them. So it can be pretty hard. Anywhere from 6 to 10.
Anywhere from 6
let's
to 10? And how many sets do you normally do?
3 to 5. It all depends on how I'm feeling that day. If I want to go hard or if I don't want to go hard.
Okay, so you showed the explosive, you showed the one-legged squats, and then you start to do some lunges. Show us some lunges you do.
Yeah, so I always love to do, because obviously with your legs, they're big muscles. Not really a lot of stuff you can do, like it's easier to do that kind of stuff body weight. So I like to always do explosive. That way I'm always training something and increase my jump height. Just jump up and down like that. And then obviously, can't forget calves. So every time I jump, I try to push off my toe pretty hard so I can just flex that, get that in there, the extra one. And for calves, it's kind of hard to do body weight, but what I usually do is I fill up the backpack when I want to do them, and I'll hold on to something so I don't fall over just lightly, and I'll go up like that one leg.
Exactly. I love it. I love how simple you keep these exercises. Is there anything else you do on leg days?
Usually I count jumping on the trampoline is part of that, but I don't know, I usually do jumping on the trampoline every day, so it's not really necessarily a leg day thing. Just kind of everyday thing.
Exactly.
I always practice my flips because I'm trying to get that jump height.
So let's say for a day, let's say you said push day. How many different exercises do you do on a push day?
It kind of all depends. Usually 3 to 4 certain types of exercises with a bunch of variations of that exercise.
Okay.
So like I was saying, push-ups, but not just push-ups. Push-ups from handstand, push-ups from like W push-ups, incline W push-ups, one-arm push-ups, whatever I can do as far as that goes.
3 to 5. I love that.
Yep.
I love that. Is it the same on pool days? Like you pick a few
Yeah,
and then
usually
you just...
it's around the same, and then I just try like pull-ups, different variations of them, whatever, muscle-ups if I want to do that day. Something similar to muscle-up, but not quite. It's like where you do a muscle-up, but instead of ending at the top, you push your body out and go back down. I'm not sure what they're called, but those as well.
I love how simple you keep this. I love it that it's 3 to 5 exercises and then you do the variations. I love that sometimes you work out more, sometimes less. I love the balance between isometric and the explosive and regular. I think you feel your body really good. You are really in tune.
It's always like determined, my workout is always determined on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling up for like, if I feel like my body's good and I can do like a lot more, I'll do a lot more. But some days I'll keep my workouts like 10-15 minutes. Like, it doesn't need to be long, it just needs to be doable and making an effort to better yourself in some sort of way.
Exactly.
You don't necessarily, not everyone's goal is to be the best at something. It's just more of like...
We get interrupted again. My iPhone storage just keep getting full with all these videos. So you were saying that sometimes you only work out 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then what is your longest workout?
Usually my longest workout isn't too much over an hour. I don't like to just work out because I feel like I have to. I work out for a purpose, get it done, and then I'm good for the day or whatever. I like to have my plans, get it done. I don't like to just do it all day unless I'm going for a challenge or something that's gonna push it past the time limit or whatever. I don't really have a time limit. It's just kind of...
Exactly. And do I remember it right that you work out 6 times a week?
Yeah, just about 6 times a week.
Just about. And then, so an average workout, is that closer to half an hour, or 10 minutes on average?
I would say it's probably right in between everything. Probably about 20-25 minutes usually.
An average workout, 20-25 minutes. I love that. I really want to put a body weight exercise like pull, push, leg, almost like. Do you ever do like a mixture of those 3, or you never do?
Oh yeah. If I for some reason can't do a workout, or if like there's a holiday and I don't work out because of the holiday or whatever, I'll usually the next day I'll go a little harder, throw in some of everything, so I'm not just like missing out on that day completely.
Exactly.
Yep.
I love it. I really love it because it seems like you hardly use any equipment. It seems like literally with a pull-up bar and that little dip thingy. I still have to look up the name of it.
Yeah, you don't even need that. You could use a chair for if you wanted to.
You're right.
Or like, I can't do my hair. It's a little high, but.
Yeah, you're right. You can even use chairs. So minimal equipment, minimal time. So do you believe that it just has to be consistent? Do you ever skip days?
Yeah, like I said, sometimes just depends. If I'm really busy, sometimes I'll skip a day and I'll go out harder the next day. Just make sure you don't skip too many. I know it's when I skip one, it's like easy for me to be like, I want to skip 2 or I want to skip 3 or whatever. So like if I skip 1, I'm like, it would be nice to skip another one, but like I usually try
Yes.
to keep going.
So how do you find your drive? What makes you come down here or out there and work out every day?
Yeah, it's just new things. I like to be able to do new things, pursue my strength. I think it's cool. I like showing off too a little bit.
Yeah.
So whenever I can do handstands or handstand push-ups, people they're like, oh, that's so cool. Like, so I like to be able to show off. I like to be able to do things that a lot of people can't do.
Yeah.
And that's why I think bodyweight training is for me better than weightlifting, because I feel like, well, like it's impressive to see someone bench a whole lot. Like, I don't know, it's not my thing.
Yeah, they maybe won't be able to do like a backflip, and you can do a backflip like anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
So do you ever get injured?
Yeah, so sometimes when I'm training for like big things like the 2020 push-up challenge where I do 2020 push-ups in one day, I have overtrained and my elbow started hurting, so I had to wait a few days and recover. It's just all listening to yourself. Don't overexert. If you feel something's hurting, always stop.
Exactly. So just do workout every day. It's a little less if you don't have time or you don't have as much energy. If you have more, go further. Push, pull legs. You can mix them also. Use minimal equipment. Use a backpack with weights, as you said.
Yep.
Have a pull-up bar. Have a dip bar if that's possible. And if you feel any discomfort, then you just take it easy and wait until you recover for it.
Yep. And as far as pull-up bars go, you don't have to have a pull-up bar. You go outside, find a tree, anything really.
Is that how you started?
No, just because I had a pull-up bar.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I wanted to, sometimes if I'm outside the house, I'm at a buddy's house, and then I have a pull-up bar, I'm like, okay, I'll do something on the tree.
Exactly.
They're like, why don't you hang out with me? I'm like, I'm doing workout really fast, but
Now, when you do weights, when you use weights, do those go along with these exercises?
yeah. So for instance, this isn't a lot of weight, but when I'm training for one-arm pull-ups and I can't go outside, usually I'll have a lot more weight on here, but I'll train as if I were doing a one-arm pull-up outside or one-arm chin-up, I guess it'd be. But I'll just like do the same movements as I would.
What weight do you normally put on that?
Well, I've gotten up to 135 pounds with one arm. I weigh 150, so I'm getting kind of close to my one-arm pull-ups. But usually, for like if I want to get like 10 or so, I'll put like 115 pounds on there or something like that.
Okay.
And just do like 10 or 7 to 10 reps each arm. Obviously, I'm not going to just train one, but that's what I'd do if I were doing weights and I just didn't want to go outside or something like that.
You see, that's what I like about this, what you are telling me about your workout, that you have a goal. And your goal is to be probably like one-arm pull-ups, one-arm push-ups, muscle-ups, and all those fun things. And then even on your weight times, when you use weights, you just really like, you're doing like exactly like functional training, body weight,
Yep.
by the book, Calisthenics, as you said it.
Also, when I'm like training for the planche, I have other weight equipment exercises and stuff that I can, weight equipment like dumbbells can help me train for that as well. Like basically, the planche is just pushing myself to hold myself like that. So I'll put my hands down, closer to my hips, hold the weights above me. We'll have to get closer, but put my legs out
Literally.
and hold it.
You're training those muscles that you want to use for the functional fitness.
But for the most part, I don't even use weights, but sometimes you need a little extra
Exactly.
something or another. But
Sweet. Wow, this is awesome. Isaiah, I am inspired. I'm inspired to add a fully body weight day for my training to kind of give more functional training experience for myself. And you showed a lot of variation, a lot of ideas. I really appreciate it. And you even in the beginning of this video, in the interview part, you told the people how in theory how this works, why you do it. So I just really appreciate this whole time that you allowed me to spend with you. Thank you very much.
yeah, for sure.
Não vai não. Agora que esse som.
They still selling dope, that's those Miami boys. Killers everywhere, it ain't no place to run. Forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun.
Till nobody knows. You know till nobody knows. I like when you're flexing on a nigga like a rose. I might tell him right, you gotta let you know. Standing on the table.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.